In the beginning, the world trembled under the will of the gods. From the heights of Olympus, destinies were forged in lightning and fire. From these divine storms emerged extraordinary beings, heroes whose courage shaped the legends of Greece. Their stories echo through the ruins of time, whispered by stones, carried by the wind, and remembered by all who seek greatness. Children of gods and mortals, destined for glory from the moment they drew breath. Born from the union of Zeus and a mortal woman, Heracles entered the world marked by divine power and relentless trials. Driven by destiny, he set out to prove his worth, seeking redemption and glory through impossible challenges. With unmatched strength, he faced monstrous beasts and deadly foes, each victory echoing across the ancient world. The lion's skin upon his shoulders became his eternal emblem, a reminder of courage forged in battle. Heracles' legacy endures as the greatest of Greek heroes, a symbol of perseverance against all odds. Born to a mortal king and a sea goddess, Achilles was destined to become the greatest warrior of his age. Trained by the wise centaur Chiron, he embraced the path of battle, seeking honor and eternal renown. On the fields of Troy, his fury was unmatched, his spear striking with the force of a storm. Yet even the mightiest hero carried a hidden weakness, a single flaw that fate would one day claim. Achilles' legend endures as the embodiment of strength, passion, and the tragic cost of glory. Cunning and sharp-minded, Odysseus was born a prince of Ithaca, destined to shape the fate of gods and men. When war called, he sailed to Troy, guided not by strength alone, but by a brilliant and restless mind. Through wit and daring, he conceived the Trojan horse, a stratagem that forever changed the course of legend. Yet his greatest trials awaited him at sea, where monsters, storms, and divine wrath tested his unbreakable resolve. Odysseus' journey endures as the ultimate tale of perseverance, intelligence, and the long road home. Born of a mortal princess and the god Zeus, Perseus entered the world under the shadow of prophecy and danger. Sent on an impossible mission, he set out to slay Medusa, armed only with courage and divine gifts. With Athena's guidance, he faced the Gorgon's deadly gaze, striking with precision to claim a victory no mortal had achieved. Her severed head became his shield, a weapon capable of turning even the fiercest enemies into stone. Perseus' triumphs shaped the destiny of heroes to come, marking him as a champion favored by gods and remembered by time. Born the son of a king and raised in secrecy, Theseus grew up unaware of the heroic destiny awaiting him. When he learned the truth of his lineage, he set out for Athens, proving his courage by defeating bandits and monsters along the way. In the depths of the labyrinth, he faced the Minotaur, striking down the beast and ending a reign of terror. Guided by Ariadne's thread, he emerged from darkness, forever symbolizing intelligence paired with bravery. Theseus remains celebrated as the unifier of Attica and a hero whose choices shaped the future of Athens. Warriors whose strength and fury shaped the fate of kingdoms. Born Prince of Troy, Hector grew into a warrior shaped by honor, duty, and an unbreakable devotion to his people. As war engulfed his homeland, he rose as Troy's greatest defender, carrying the weight of an entire kingdom on his shoulders. On the battlefield, his courage was unmatched, his spear striking with precision as he held back the might of the Greek armies. Yet beneath the armor stood a man of compassion, fighting not for glory, but for family, justice, and the survival of Troy. Hector's legacy endures as the noble hero of the Iliad, a symbol of honor even in the face of inevitable fate. Gentle in spirit yet noble in birth, Patroclus grew into a warrior defined not by rage, but by loyalty and compassion. At Troy, he stood beside Achilles, bound by a friendship so deep it shaped the fate of armies and kings. When the Greeks faltered, he donned Achilles' armor, leading the charge with unmatched courage to save his people. His bravery shone brightest in his final stand, a sacrifice that ignited Achilles' wrath and changed the course of the war. Patroclus endures as the heart of the Iliad, a symbol of devotion, sacrifice, and the love that outlives even death. Son of a mortal prince and the goddess Aphrodite, Aeneas was born under the protection of destiny and divine purpose. When Troy fell to fire and ruin, he carried his father on his back and led his people toward a new future. Across storm-torn seas and hostile lands, he faced trials sent by gods and men, never abandoning his sacred mission. Guided by omens and prophecy, he became the living symbol of endurance, duty, and unshakable faith. Aeneas' journey laid the foundation for empires, his legacy echoing through ages as the father of a new civilization. Born of Leda and the mortal king Tyndareus, Castor grew into a warrior renowned for his mastery of horses and unwavering honor. Texte par défaut, alongside his twin brother Pollux, he embarked on daring quests bound by a loyalty that defied even the will of the gods. His skill as a horseman became legendary, leading heroes into battle with unmatched precision and courage. Yet Castor remained mortal, his fate tied to the fragile thread of human life despite his heroic spirit. Through brotherhood and sacrifice, Castor's legacy endures as a symbol of devotion stronger than death itself. Born of Zeus and Leda, Pollux entered the world with divine strength, destined to stand as a guardian beside his mortal twin. Together with Castor, he embarked on heroic quests, their bond unbreakable even in the face of gods and monsters. His celestial power shone in battle, each strike guided by the might of the heavens themselves. When fate claimed Castor's life, Pollux chose sacrifice over immortality, offering half his divinity to save his brother. Their love was immortalized among the stars, the twins forever united as the constellation Gemini. Souls marked by destiny, walking the thin line between greatness and ruin. Born under a dark prophecy, Oedipus was abandoned at birth, his fate already woven by the hands of destiny. Raised far from his true lineage, he set out to escape the doom foretold, unaware that each step drew him closer to it. On the road to Thebes, he defeated the Sphinx, solving her deadly riddle and saving the city from terror. But the truth he uncovered shattered his world, revealing that he had fulfilled the very prophecy he sought to escape. Oedipus endures as a tragic symbol of fate's inescapable power and the fragile limits of human understanding. Born in the shadow of genius, Icarus grew up beside his father Daedalus, dreaming of a world beyond the limits of men. When they escaped their prison on wings of wax and feathers, Icarus felt the sky calling him with irresistible freedom. Rising higher and higher, he soared with the joy of a soul tasting the heavens for the first time. But blinded by wonder, he flew too close to the sun, and the heat melted the fragile wings that carried his hope. Icarus endures as the eternal symbol of ambition, reminding us that even the brightest dreams can burn. Born to the royal house of Calydon, Meleager carried a destiny shaped by prophecy and the fire of the gods. When a monstrous boar ravaged his homeland, he gathered the greatest hunters of Greece to face the beast. With unmatched courage, he struck the fatal blow, earning glory in a hunt that would echo through legend. The boar's tusk became his emblem, a reminder of the hero who defied both beast and fate. Meleager's story endures as a tale of bravery, honor, and the tragic cost of destiny. Gifted with a divine voice, Orpheus was born to charm gods, mortals, and even the silent stones of the earth. When his beloved Eurydice was taken by death, he descended into the underworld, guided only by love and song. His music softened the hearts of shadows and gods alike, moving Hades to grant the impossible. But one glance back shattered the fragile miracle, and Eurydice slipped forever into the realm of the dead. Orpheus endures as the eternal poet, whose melodies echo with longing, loss, and the power of love beyond life. Seeking redemption, he accepted the impossible task of slaying the Chimera, a beast of fire, venom, and nightmare. Born of noble blood yet marked by tragedy, Bellerophon grew into a hero destined for feats beyond mortal reach. With the winged horse Pegasus beneath him, he struck from the sky, defeating the monster that terrorized the land. Pegasus became his eternal companion, symbol of divine favor and the boundless heights a hero could reach. Yet pride led him to challenge the gods, and his fall became a timeless warning against the dangers of hubris. Inventors, explorers, and dreamers who reshaped the world through genius and daring. Master craftsman of Athens, Daedalus was born with a mind capable of shaping wonders beyond imagination. Called to Crete, he built marvels for kings, forging inventions that blurred the line between genius and danger. His greatest creation, the labyrinth, was a maze so perfect that even its maker could barely escape its depth. Imprisoned for his brilliance, he crafted wings of wax and feathers, turning ingenuity into a path toward freedom. Daedalus endures as the eternal symbol of human creativity, proving that invention can both imprison and liberate. Guided by prophecy, Cadmus left his homeland to seek a new destiny far from the shores of Phoenicia. Following a sacred cow sent by the gods, he journeyed across unknown lands toward the place fate had chosen for him. In a dark forest, he faced the serpent dragon of Ares, striking down the beast in a battle worthy of the greatest heroes. From the dragon's teeth he sowed, armed warriors rose from the earth. The Spartoi, born of blood, soil, and divine will. Cadmus became the founder of Thebes, his story echoing through ages as the hero who shaped a kingdom by the hand of destiny. Born a prince of Iolcus, Jason grew up marked by destiny, destined to reclaim a stolen throne. To prove his right, he accepted the impossible challenge, retrieving the golden fleece from the edge of the world. Aboard the Argo, he led the Argonauts through storms, monsters, and divine trials that tested every ounce of his courage. With Medea's aid, he tamed fire-breathing bulls and outwitted enchanted warriors to seize the sacred fleece. Jason's journey endures as the ultimate tale of leadership, daring, and the price heroes pay for glory. Abandoned at birth, yet raised by a she-bear, Atalanta grew into a warrior swift as the wind itself. She joined the greatest heroes of Greece, proving her worth in hunts and battles where few dared to stand. In the Caledonian hunt, she struck the first blow, earning glory and the respect of warriors across the land. Her unmatched speed became her emblem, a reminder that no obstacle could outrun her fierce determination. Atalanta endures as the unstoppable huntress, a hero whose strength and freedom defied every expectation. Born to the royal line of the Amazons, Penthesilea was raised to embody courage, honor, and unbreakable warrior pride. When the Trojan War erupted, she rode into battle seeking redemption and glory worthy of her lineage. Her spear struck with unmatched precision, cutting through the Greek ranks as she fought with fierce, disciplined grace. Facing Achilles himself, she stood unshaken, her bravery shining brighter than the chaos of war around her. Penthesilea endures as the immortal symbol of the Amazon spirit, fearless, noble, and forever remembered in legend. Across seas, mountains, and forgotten lands, their journeys intertwine to form the great tapestry of Greek legend, a legacy that still inspires us today.